I'm Christian Abbott.
I'm Nathan Lavender.
I'm Sean Abbott.
And this is the Red Mist Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Red Mist Podcast, episode 24, the Guan Yu Zhou episode, or for our NASCAR fans, the Jeff Gordon episode. Today, we'll discuss Vegas, NASCAR. We'll talk Mario Andretti. We'll talk COTA. We'll talk racing happenings. And we'll have some ranting and ravings from our esteemed panel tonight. Yeah. So let's kick it off in NASCAR. Literally, let's kick it off. Yeah. Congrats to Joe Logano for securing a spot in the final.
Mm-hmm. Yep, one of the final four.
That's right. He'll be one of the final four. And overall, he deserves to be there. He was up front all day, so did a great job. Again, tire issues reared their ugly head at inopportune times. Ryan Blaney had one, for example. Logano made a great move at the end of the race, in beating Chastain. So, overall, good day. Trackhouse, good day. It was a fun race. As you can tell, I think we're all kind of waiting to talk about the elephant in the room. Mm-hmm. Right. But let's just kind of recap the finishing order just for a few folks. Logano, Chastain, Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Will Byron. Oh, wait a minute.
It is a William Byron episode, huh?
Is that right? Hold on.
Did he get up that far?
Did he get up that far? Hold on. I think I might have screwed this up. Hold on. I did screw this up. And I apologize to the entire fandom out there. All 10 of you. Here we go. That was close. Anyways. How did Kyle Busch get the third?
He quietly got up there.
Quietly. I saw was him spinning out like every few moments.
At the beginning of the race.
Yeah.
And then he had a tire fall off.
Tyler Reddick, another one. So another good finish by Tyler Reddick. Martin Truex, back of the field. The Dinger. 9th.
Another top 10.
Tell me this guy does not belong full-time in NASCAR. He does.
He sure does.
He has a ride for next year.
I know he does. I know.
So he's good.
But he's
and it's beyond the road courses. Yeah. It's now he's showing up at these mile and a halves.
Yep.
Which I mean is gonna a lot of the calendar for next year.
If he just stays out of trouble at the Daytona 500.
He finished third one time in 2009.
Well, there you go.
So he could.
He also won the Daytona. He's also won the Daytona 24 Hours.
Yeah.
Yes, in the best way possible.
And that would be
Alan McNish.
Right, in a Shank car. Even better.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, all right. Let's get to it. We have breaking news on this, anyways. Just just before we went to record the podcast this evening. So, one Darrell Bubba Wallace. That was potentially one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Not the shenanigans post getting out of the car, but what he did in the car was absolutely one of the most dumbest things I've ever seen. And somebody could have seriously got hurt. And a fellow Toyota teammate did get hurt by not potentially finishing the race points wise, and he basically took out a fellow Toyota stablemate.
Yeah,
that was well done. Anyways, so Nate, I know you've been kind of jonesing all day about this with your texts and stuff. Can you keep this within 5 minutes?
I'll do my best. But the one thing I can really, try to relate that there's actually two examples I can really relate this to. And one is actually the day before in the Xfinity race, where I'm gonna break this down and then kind of like and then dive into the Bubba Wallace and
Oh,
Kyle
Nate,
Larson
look at the
incident.
time. I think that's been 5 minutes. So
Hey! Give me a second. So
Objection. I
in
was
the
told I
Xfinity
could say
race-
my piece.
yeah, right. I object.
You're out of
But
order.
no,
substain.
no,
This whole court's out of order. All right, go ahead,
you're
Nate.
all out of
All
order.
right.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
So, speaking of AJ Allmendinger and Josh Berry, they had a similar incident coming out of some point during the race where actually AJ Allmendinger pinched Josh Berry into the wall, and Josh Berry did hit the wall pretty well. I mean, it wasn't anything it wasn't like a kiss or anything, but he did tank slap the wall. And guess what? He was able to win the race because he continued on. Josh Berry won the race after that tank slapper, after being pinched by AJ Allmendinger. So, I mean, problem number one, if you get pinched in the wall, let's evaluate the car, see what we can do. And these Cup cars, they don't have much of a crumble zone. So these cars are a little more tougher. That's why we've been seeing these kind of injuries lately, like Cody Ware, broken leg, and Alex Bowman and Kurt Busch,
concussed.
concussed out of there, right? And isn't it odd that a 23 XI or a 2311 teammate of Kurt Busch is causing this kind of a
And I believe that was
incident?
that was in the Kurt Busch car.
In the Kurt Busch car, the
Right.
number 45.
Yes.
So. And then the other thing I could think of is because I was wondering how NASCAR is going to penalize Bubba Wallace for this. Because in my eyes, it had to be beyond a fine or points. And when Matt Kenseth bulldozed Joey Logano at Martinsville, you remember that quite well. I do too. I saw that live. And
The line of the
And
day.
ended up-
The line was it Tony Stewart or Dale Jr.
yeah,
He had that coming to him.
yeah, I know. And so there's that.
I have no problem with that on a short track.
No, but on a mile and a half or super
I mean,
speedway, that's
like,
a problem.
you know,
if you're going to wreck someone at like 180, 200 miles an hour, that's not good. That's not good, especially with these cars today.
Right. Well, when you hook someone in the right rear quarter panel,
Yep.
at that on the front straightaway, and you send him towards the wall in front of another car,
Right.
Anyways.
Insane.
So
Yeah.
you know what?
But Matt Kenseth was suspended from NASCAR for 2 races for that incident.
Right. Well,
At
was
that
it
time.
was it due to the wasn't there some shenanigans afterwards in the haulers, in between the haulers too?
Yeah, Joey Logano's dad. He's trying to find him, and Roger Penske's like, everyone stop.
Yeah, that was the that's the incident that caused Logano's dad to get kicked out of the paddock by Penske. I'm sure he's back by now, but anyways. But all right. So I mean, look, we know retaliation happens in NASCAR. I mean, we're still waiting for Denny Hamlin. He's got a list of people that he's got to get. He's running out of races, so I don't know what's going on there. But but I think it's because he's in the points, so I don't think Denny's going to be doing anything.
If William Byron gets in the Final Four, he's going to turn William Byron.
I think if Darrell, I can't call him Bubba. It's just, anyways, I think he needs to go back and take a look at the replay.
Yeah, because I mean it's pretty blatant.
What?
Like he went top to bottom.
No. No. I mean, in terms of Larson went to the bottom of the track, went 3 wide.
Yep.
Wallace stayed up. He's lucky Harvick didn't hook him. I mean,
well, Harvick probably saw what was going on.
No, and he backed out. He did back out of it.
Yeah.
But Larson had him. Okay, and they're going into the nature of those tracks is to kind of you're going to creep up he was ahead.
It's a bit.
I mean,
Larson,
Larson.
it's a bit of a vulnerable area because you're
I
unwinding
get
the
it.
steering wheel,
I get it.
and it's
I
Las
get it.
Vegas is known to be a
But
slippery track.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But the whole thing being, Larson didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything intentional.
No,
That was just
and
good.
Bubba
That
Wallace
was
could have
just
continued on.
That's just good hard racing. Yeah, Bubba could have continued on. He just kind of grazed the wall and just go. But to sit there and then chase the guy to the bottom of the track and hook him.
Without any aware of his surroundings.
Right.
Because Christopher Bell, look, he has to win a race now. He has to win a race. He has to win.
Well,
Homestead,
but
Miami,
he's got no
or
one.
Martinsville.
He knows who he can thank for that. So,
Yep.
the stuff that went on.
Why is he not? Yeah.
The stuff
Why is
that
he not going after Bubba? I don't get it.
the stuff that went on after that. I don't know. I mean, I get it. You're mad. Heck, we all did it in F1.
Well,
Well,
I'm guilty of a few.
let's put
I
it
can
this way.
relate.
Let's
Yeah.
put it this
I
way.
can relate,
There's,
but
there's very few times that a move like that shows that you're a champion of your sport.
if anyone had a reason to go after somebody, it should have been Larson going after him for almost like getting him hurt.
Yeah.
But what did Larson?
And I would even
No,
say
I'm not.
almost costing his career.
Right.
Because
Well,
these
if
cars,
he got
thank goodness the Christopher Bell car was there.
right, because if he turned
backed up into the wall, that would have been probably
right,
a
because
different story.
if he went, because the way he ended up with the right door exposed to the open side of the track, the oncoming side of the track, and yeah, thank God Bell kind of whatever. But I mean, if anyone had a reason to get upset at that point, it was Larson. Bubba, like he could have just get out of the car, whatever, ride to the ambulance, and then go talk about it afterwards. But that was, I mean, the move was just disgraceful, and then just the crap afterwards was just, I know people are going to go, well,
Yeah.
but Donnie Allison and Cale Yarborough fought, but they were battling for the lead. I mean, that was
But
the
to
thing.
win the Daytona
500,
500, I mean,
okay? So,
and these both of these drivers are not in the playoffs. Anyway.
right. So this was just, Bubba got mad because, Kyle did a hard pass on him. I get it. Maybe if he Kyle get up and moved him, I get it. He didn't move him.
You just got a little tight
There was-
halfway through the corner.
There was
and
an incident
and
later
slid him in the
earlier.
wall.
Was it earlier or later in the race? And I apologize for this. I believe somebody did something else. Kyle Busch spun out because he got the air taken off the. Like Reddick came up underneath him, passed him, and all of a sudden Busch's car just went whoop, traded space because they took the nose off the front. And I mean,
Are you talking
literally,
about Daniel Suarez?
was it Suarez? Was it Suarez?
Yeah, it was Daniel
right.
Suarez. Him and Tyler Reddick.
Tyler
were
Reddick.
battling.
Reddick, yeah. I mean, Suarez, Reddick didn't give him any room, and he did hit him a little bit. But, I mean, if anything, I could see being upset about that. But, nope, just got in the car and drove around afterwards.
Right.
But
Right, he didn't even chase him down under caution.
I honestly,
Sit back on
it would have been. This would be a good. This would have been a great one to get some of our NASCAR aficionados onto the show to talk about. But maybe at a future date we can talk about that. But yeah, I was.
And look, is a one race suspension? Does that fit the crime?
Look, you know what? It's he got put to the penalty box, so I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and like I said, I think it was beyond points and a fine.
I don't think it was the crap after the accident. That
No.
crap. I think it's the
accident
fact
itself.
that he actually did what he did on the track. That was what really I think got him the suspension.
Yeah, because Larson
Because I will say this:
Larson kept his cool after the fact, and,
Right.
and didn't
He really
and,
did,
and,
yeah.
and
Yeah, he
let
did-
let
he
itself
did.
just
So,
diffuse. So
Bubba-
there wasn't
right.
really anything
so
afterwards.
Bubba got made look. Well, I mean, if the guy's not reacting,
Right.
You got to walk away.
Yeah.
It's just like, whatever. And even then, the trolls would have been like, Larson schooled him because he walked away. But
Right.
I mean, I don't know what that was all about. I mean, he really needs to go back to his trailer and watch the whole incident. Because honestly, Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Burton, they were both like, oh, that was bad. I mean, they was just Twitter blew up in 2 seconds on that, and they was all like, that was a bad look. So, just
And Jeff Burton had a lot to say.
He did.
Like, that is basically unacceptable.
It was, and it is.
And
I mean,
is.
that's how somebody. Yeah. I mean, there's been look, we've all seen some of the dumbass stuff, and again, it's like as Christian says, what else is new in NASCAR? I mean, this was just. I mean, this just took it to another clown level. I mean, it's just.
But it's been I don't know. In my opinion, it's been at that clown show.
It is a clown. It is a clown show. I mean, there was stuff going on. I didn't realize that
it is.
So there's a
WWE of racing.
You know what?
I don't.
It is. Yeah.
What gets me is
Hit him with the chair.
we have a white line that marks the definition of the track surface, but yet on a start, apparently you can drop below that line.
On the apron?
Yeah, down on the apron.
Okay, see, look, this is the one thing I will agree with. If it's paved, use it.
I get it. I understand that, but
that's getting into track limits, so that's a different conversation.
Right, but I'm like, really? You're supposed to be down there? I'm just saying.
If you don't want them to be there, don't put pavement there.
Put grass there. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
It's amazing how much of these situations are solved when you just either put a wall or a grass.
Because some of that stuff really, like some of those restarts, it got sketchy because they went 5 wide in a corner that they shouldn't even be going 3 wide. Yeah. And we all know what happened when they went 5 wide in Indycar there years ago. So it was not good.
Yeah.
So, and that's what even gets me even more is like, but what happened at Vegas years ago, and Bubba just can't even comprehend that. And then the excuse, the apology was even more. I mean, I'm sorry, that was just lame. That was just PR speak.
What? Oh, was it just all the
the
words that you want to be putting in there?
Yeah, but he didn't apologize. All he did was apologize to my team, my partners, blah blah blah. All that crap.
Oh,
the corporate goobly guck.
Yeah.
But he doesn't apologize to Larson, and yet he still didn't even apologize to Christopher Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who ultimately was a big victim of this. So I mean, it's like he just doesn't. Whatever. He doesn't get it. But anyways, all right. I think we cover that rant. Are we done?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the standings now, and Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, and Denny Hamlin are the 3 drivers in. Joey Logano's locked in. Ross Chastain plus 18. So then Chase Elliott not too far behind with plus 17.
Is it possible to go to Blaney? Can Blaney, Briscoe, and Byron get in they got to win, essentially?
No, well, I would say Ryan Blaney's the last driver that can get in by just points.
We have how many races left? 2.
2, and then Phoenix.
So they go to the paperclip this weekend, right?
No.
Oh, they go to Homestead, then they go to Martinsville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Martinsville's the cutoff.
Wait, and hold on. And Darrell's coming back at that race.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Anyways, moving on. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Wow. All right.
And I'm just thinking of this now, but Kyle Busch did something actually even worse a few years ago.
Yes, that was brought up. Not on this podcast. Yeah, that was brought up by many a Twitterati on that subject. Yes.
Yeah, where he took out Ron Hornaday in the Truck Series race at Texas. Yeah, and he got banned from all 3 series.
Well, didn't
and probation on the rest of the season.
Oh, somebody did it at Mosport in the NASCAR truck race.
Oh, I know exactly who it is. Mike Skeen and Max
Pappas. I forgot about that. Anyway, that's the and you know what's funny?
Mike Skeen's wife
not slap Max Pappas. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's really kind of crazy about that whole thing? That wasn't the first race that Max Pappas lost at that corner on the last lap. Because
what was the other time?
Back in the Grand Am days.
Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing this one.
So this was so Max was driving the Momo Ferrari, and he was it was John Paul Jr. and Butch Leitzinger in the Dyson Ford, Riley Ford, and so Max and John Paul are going at it the whole race, and Max gets by John Paul with about a 2 laps left, and so John Paul's following him. And they go down in the one, and I mean, they were hauling the mail going through there. And you're going, geez, I don't know if he's got him. And they go up the back straight, and back then they put this quirky little chicane in the back straight there because I guess, like, I don't know if it was the Grand Am cars or somebody cars were lifting there.
Yeah.
So they go up through that. They come around down the hill, whatever they call that, the Andretti Straight there or something, and they go into the final set of curves, and so Max is leading, and out of nowhere, John Paul dive bombs him cleanly.
Oh,
and
boy.
in that corner, Pappas never saw it coming, and it was like the most amazing pass. And like, I watch the replay of that every now and then, but it's like I fell out of my chair. It was like when I was watching it, I was like, holy crap! And it was like, and then I just thought about that with Mike Skeen snowballing him there. That was then Skeen's wife slapped him. I think Ryan Eversley tweeted, I think Mike's wife, that's Mike Skeen's wife that just slapped Max Pappas or something like that. It was such a memorable thing. But anyways, yeah, I mean, there are those incidents that happen, and I get it. But man, that was just a bad look. But hopefully, NASCAR, I think to their credit, they, doled out the punishment, and then we'll go on from there. Yeah. So we're off to Homestead. Martinsville, and then Phoenix. Okay. Yeah. All right. And,
where personally, if you're going to ask me, I think Homestead Miami should be the season finale.
100% agree with you, but we'll talk that. We can talk later about that some other day. But anyways, so let's move on to some other racing news. Over the weekend we had the 6 hours or 4 hours apart a mile.
4
hours apart a mile. EMS race. That was a fun race.
European Le Mans series.
European Le Mans series, right?
Just for clarification.
Which essentially it's kind of, it's not quite IMSA. It's a little step below IMSA. They don't have the DPI LMH cars.
It's what ALMS was here in the States, but it's not a step below IMSA. Right. It's pretty much
IMSA's like our WEC equivalent. Yes, in the States is like WEC.
Yeah, the whole sports car thing it's supposed to be, or at one point it was American Le Mans Series,
right?
European Le Mans Series,
and then WEC.
Asian Le Mans Series,
right?
And
WEC.
WEC, which is the World Endurance, and the World Endurance is Le Mans,
right?
That's their main stable of the calendar.
Champions,
and all of those
champions from those series
would go in there. Regardless, all those series are more or less the same of the type of racing you're going to get. It's these endurance races where it's prototype and GT cars.
Yeah, and this was the season finale, so they had a bunch of champions crowned, six champions crowned. But big congratulations to the Iron Dames.
Yeah,
put the car on pole and won their class.
Yes,
well done, girls.
Well, and
ladies,
and
I don't want to get called out on that, but that was fantastic, and that's been coming for a while.
Yeah, it has.
They have been.
They've been strong, especially the second half of the season.
So hopefully get some good crossover with them.
Well, and it's not like they won like barely. Like they dominated the race.
They did.
At one point they were up by 2 laps.
Yeah.
And then because of some late safety cars, it was only a lap that they won by.
The previous race they had a great qualifying effort, and then they got kind of taken out. So. So well done. Hopefully, things to come. Let's see them move up to WEC. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's like hopefully they go to Le Mans.
They are.
Iron Links, they run into the Iron Links.
Yeah, they run into Iron Links. Yeah.
But that's awesome.
I think they're going to be running at Le Mans.
Yeah. So great stuff there. That was awesome. Given the unfortunate news with the W Series coming to a shortened end. So good things on that front. So that was awesome. And then one of the other things that's happening on that particular front of the racing news is the folks from Kelly Moss Racing are holding a shootout for 12 women drivers this coming weekend at Putnam Park, and from that they hope to get one driver, or they hope to invite one driver at least. They will front half the budget, and then you need that. Obviously, that person's going to bring half the elect will have to bring the other half of the budget for the Porsche Super Cup series, Supercar here. What do they call it? Super Cup, Cayman Islands Porsche Cup Series here. So they'll run at the top end of that. So that's good. And then so that's good stuff coming there. And somebody else is doing it too. A women's shootout. There's another team. I think it's in the Michelin Pilot Series. But anyways, so good stuff there. We also saw last weekend the release of the new Porsche.
Yes, and Falcon Tire.
Falcon Tire will be
the first
one to race it.
Yeah.
There was some fantastic YouTube video of Jörg Burmeister taking it around the ring. So good stuff there. Corvette.
Corvette.
Big news.
Big news.
Big news.
Which one?
Well, let's start on the WEC. On the WEC front, obviously they're going to be dropping. Well, no. It's still going to be a GTE car.
So, for clarification, Corvette next year, their plans are that they're going to be running 2 cars, but one will run
similar to this year.
Yeah, they'll do exactly what they're doing this year. One car will run in IMSA GTD Pro, which is a GT3 spec class.
But that car is not the GT3 car.
That's not the new GT3 car that is they're doing. That's going to be in 24.
Right.
Yeah. The car that's in IMSA is their GTE car adapted to GTD Pro
rules. Right.
So if everyone can keep the acronyms straight,
right,
that's what that is.
That is.
And then
doing my best.
But in WEC, they've been running their GTE car,
or what we knew here is GTLM,
or if you want to go back even further, GT2.
Yes, or GT1 back in the day. Anyways.
No. That's different.
All right.
It's a different set of rules.
Okay. So the big news there is, and after we wrapped up the podcast last week, Christian and I were kind of talking about, because the news was getting out that, Corvette was coming back to WEC and stuff. Yeah. And the big news was what were they going to do in terms of the driver lineup? And I kind of jokingly said...
so to clarify that, next year, WEC is only running GTE AM. So by the rules, you cannot your lineup has to include an amateur or
bronze driver. So you can have, as long as you have a bronze driver. Can you have a platinum driver? I think so. Because
I think anything below bronze and below.
No. But you can have a pro driver. Aren't the pros?
Oh, the pros platinum?
Yeah, they're either platinum or gold.
A pro is whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, so they're going to have at least one factory Corvette driver. So that'll be Nicky Katzberg.
Yep.
Nick Tandy is leaving Corvette racing and going back home to Porsche because he is going to be driving the 963. So congrats to Nick. The only bummer is we're going to miss the remote control car. Yeah. I don't know if Penske's going to let him play with it. Maybe he'll let. For those of you out there, just YouTube. Maybe Christian put a link on the webs on the.
I shared it on my Facebook one time.
All right.
Jordan Taylor has a video of them playing with their RC car
this
at
thing
the front straight of Le Mans.
I was like, I watched it twice, and was amazed.
What did it do? Like 180
something. It's something stupid.
It was an RC car that did like over 150 or something like that.
And I remember
they clocked it too.
One run they thought they were going to nail this guy that was crossing the track, like walking across the track, and they're like, oh God. And then they had a technical problem because the thing got too hot. It was pretty funny, but yeah, definitely give that a YouTube twirl. Nick Tandy RC car. That was pretty cool. So Nicky Katzberg, Tommy Milner he is going to be taking charge of the GT3 testing effort back here in the States, and he will be the third man in with Jordan Taylor and Antonio Garcia in the endurance races. Mm-hmm. Not to say that Tommy could run some of the races in WEC. They need to ramp up the testing on the GT3 car because the GT3 car is going to be a customer car. Yes. Meaning they're going to sell 10 to 12.
Yeah.
So That's a huge commitment.
Not within the first year, but eventually.
Eventually,
Yeah.
but the thing is that's a commitment by Chevrolet, GM,
Yes.
and Corvette Racing, and I'm sure the guys at Pratt and Miller are probably welcoming the work on that. So that's pretty cool, and that will hopefully that'll hopefully create some great epic runs with Ford and when they come. And
If they show up.
yeah, before they pull the plug on it, before they even race.
Because
Ford.
Oh no. Sorry, their Mustang will be doing GT3. It's the LMDH or GT3 that they haven't announced yet.
We'll talk about that sometime. Anyway, so that's cool. So the big news, and I jokingly said this to Christian, and I wasn't joking, but I just was like, I said to Christian, you know who would be the best damn driver in that car? And I literally said to Christian, I go, Ben Keating.
Yeah.
And Christian goes, yeah. And I said, because he's like, the guy's amazing. He's 51 years old.
He's probably one of the most level-headed amateur gentleman drivers
that's out there.
That isn't a paid professional.
Right. I mean, he brings the cash.
Yes.
He brings the dosh, as they say. And he is, he's a wheelman.
On top of that, he's also excited that he gets to race what he sells.
Right. Which he's pretty much, I think, does he sell Aston Martins? Oh, because that's what he was racing. So, anyways, well, he ran Porsche.
Well, and he also said that he's excited for when they win a race that he'll.
Oh hear the American national anthem. So he's a proud Texan. Yeah. But he's a good guy, and he's got an interesting story. And
he's cool.
Cool, and definitely if you want to listen to a great recap of his career, the Dinner with Racers interview with Ben is awesome. Mm-hmm. Really amazing stuff. So so Christian and I, and then like all of a sudden, like 2 days later, it's like circling around the end. Christian's like, "What's this?" You know, and we're like, and then it was confirmed. So very exciting, and that's really cool. It'll be great for Ben.
So it'll be Nicky Katzberg, and
Ben Keating, and Driver X.
Yeah, Driver X.
In
the WEC.
Yeah, I think
GT
they're waiting to sign somebody from McLaren. I think they're waiting.
Which one?
That's what I'm saying. So they might be picking up someone from
it's
McLaren.
Ricardo.
Danny Rick. Oh, that'd be fun. That would be good.
Maybe I said something.
That'd be good. Yeah, imagine that. Let's start that one.
Wow.
Danny Rick. Anyways, so that's pretty cool. So good stuff there. Mm-hmm. We got some other news that broke today. The Magnusons are off to the Middle East at the end of the year. To the Gulf, 12 hours. Jan and Kevin, and they will be wheeling a Ferrari over there in the 12 hours of the Gulf 12 hours. Well done. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Yep.
That'll be fun. So that's cool. So that, I think in terms of that's good stuff. In terms of IndyCar, do we have any? Well,
IMSA, just one final thing. Cadillac, their GTP car, they've racked up 11,000 kilometers, which is roughly 6,800 miles.
The goal is 10,000 miles. Is that what it is?
10,000 miles.
Yeah.
Okay. So they got like 3,000 more.
It's like 15,000 kilometers or something like that. Yeah.
But
Porsche's doing something similar.
Porsche has already clocked somewhere between 16 to 17,000 kilometers, which is about 10,000 to 1050 or 10,500.
I think some
miles.
Of these
and
teams,
just for reference, like that mileage is a quarter to is about a little bit more than a quarter traveled around the Earth. That's how far they've driven.
And the guys from BMW are making significant progress.
Yes,
I think the only one that's probably having some struggles right now is the Acura guys because they had those suspension problems at Road Atlanta. So hopefully they'll get those straightened out. Yeah. Supposedly the Ferrari is supposed to do a big shakedown coming.
Yeah. Oh, Porsche is supposedly doing a 36-hour run.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
coming out.
And I believe Cadillac was doing a 12-hour somewhere. Yeah. And I don't think it was. It might be Sebring. God only knows.
Yeah.
Anyways,
someone needs to.
Yeah. But anyways, Porsche's doing a 36-hour thing.
Yeah.
So.
And that's for modern day sports car racing. That's also not uncommon either. Like teams will run more than 24 hours to get their reliability squared away.
I think Porsche has committed 2 cars to Daytona.
Yes.
Cadillac is going to run 2 cars at Daytona.
Yep.
So their wet car. Well, let's put it this way. I apologize. Chip Ganassi is.
Yes.
They're going to run their IMSA car and their wet car at the 24 hours. Action Express will be running their car.
Yep. So that will be three Cadillacs.
Three Cadillacs. The one car that BMW will bring, are they running one or two?
One, I think. No,
I think they're running two because they're running here. They're not running WEC.
Okay, so this is. Oh no, they're not running WEC.
No, they're going to go to WEC.
They're going to go. Okay, so then there'll be two for them.
But they're going to do all right. And then so the one team that I not 100% certain on is whether JDC Miller will have their Porsche at the 24 hours.
Yeah,
because that car can't. Porsche will not release that car until Penske finishes their, their factory testing. I mean, that's typical Porsche. Yeah. So I mean, so that car.
Where is Mustang sampling in all this?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because Mustang sampling has been running the other Cadillac,
right?
And I haven't seen them unless they're merging.
Do they have their hands on a Porsche too?
Unless they're merging with. There's someone else that has a Porsche.
Oh no! Mustang sampling is at JDC Miller.
Oh, they are.
They are.
Oh, okay.
Right, sorry. Yeah, they moved. Sorry. They were with Action Express.
They were. Okay.
And then
now they're
so now they took the stand. Yeah. So anyway, so that's good news. And we'll see Colton Herter in the BMW.
Yes.
So good stuff there.
Yeah.
Nate, any IndyCar news? I know we had a big shootout with some of the
F2. Well, Marco Andretti, he's officially doing the Indy 500 next year.
Excellent.
You sure that's not Mario?
Mario might be coming.
Oh,
we'll get to Mario. We'll get to Mario in a minute. We'll get to Mario. We'll get to Mario in a minute. Yeah, that's right. Marco. Yeah, good stuff there.
Yep. So that'll be Andretti's 5th entry for the 500.
All right. And then we had the. I thought it was kind of cool. They had the kind of shootout. Well, I shouldn't say shootout. The young driver assessment. And there was a host of talent down there.
Oh yeah.
So just that was good. It was good to see that some of the F2 guys are like, I'm not going to get there. And
yeah, I mean that'll be a conversation for the off season of because you have all this talent and you have no room on the grid. So where do you go?
Case in point, Marcus Armstrong.
Yep.
So his test went well. The other guy that went well was was Daniel Frost, and that kid that kid's quick. So I mean, there's definitely there's definitely looking for talent out there. In terms of the Indy Light front, it looks like Jamie Chadwick's going to be full time with Andretti. So hopefully keep that going. That'll be good.
Yep.
So hopefully that'll be good. Tom Blomqvist tested a Shank car. That was pretty cool. He's starting to impress.
He's
so
fast, man.
He's fast. Yeah, so I could see maybe when Helio decides to, kind of hang it up.
Do the Indy 500 only, right?
Yeah, I could see. You know what I was thinking that I could see him doing that. I mean, the big rumor that's floating out there is at Ganassi, meaning who's taking the
Pelosi?
No,
the one car,
the Jimmy Johnson car.
Oh,
so I mean, the big rumor. The rumor is that it's Raikkonen.
Really?
So the Iceman's gonna drive the he's gonna drive the road courses.
And
Jimmy's to do the ovals.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So I don't know. It's still, it won't go away. It's just, it keeps, like, every time I tune into some other podcasts and people far more in the know than us, and they keep bringing this up. So we'll see. So that was good. And then we had this older gentleman that's decided that it's a good idea to go test an F1 car.
Sean Abbott?
Yeah, no.
Oh. Who?
82-year-old Mario Andretti.
Yeah.
Yeah. the guy is 82 years old, and he just jumped in that thing. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, he.
So
it was
so
just
what's the event?
Where was the Velocity Historics at Laguna Seca.
Okay.
It's not. I don't know. Is it Monterey? It's not Mazda.
WeatherTech Raceway.
WeatherTech Raceway Laguna. Jeez, it's been so many things. Anyways,
in Monterey.
And Mario was there as a guest of Zach Brown, who brought. He must have brought a container, a freighter full of cars.
He brought
just all McLaren F1 cars.
2013 McLaren, which is what Mario drove.
Yep. V8.
The V8. They brought the 2011.
They brought some period cars from the 80s, and then one of Senna's cars.
Yeah.
And Tanner Faust and I believe Pato O'Ward got to drive that.
Yep.
And then Mika Hakkinen was there testing. He was driving some of these turbocharged ones. One of the turbocharged ones. The Porsche, I think, turbocharged one. Which is those cars are proper because they're not paddle shift.
Yeah.
You have to drop your hand off the steering wheel and shift. You know, Mario. So which out of all those people, Mario should have been in that car,
right?
You know, because paddle shifts. I would not when Mario got out.
Yeah, that wasn't
I don't think paddle shifts had made it to IndyCar.
Maybe not.
So
early 90s he got out, right?
94 was his last season. So and then he drove the Panos and the Courage at Le Mans and finished second in Le Mans in the Courage. So I don't know, and I still think that car had a shift. Like it was a manual shift. But anyways, so I mean, he gets in this like beast and he goes and he gets out there Saturday and we're watching it. And, goes out and does the smart thing, gets the, I don't know if they had tire warmers or not, but anyways, goes out, gets a feel for it. Second time around, decides okay, now it's time. He starts ripping around.
He's not going slow.
He was not going slow.
The first couple laps.
Somebody's going to go, well, he was kind of messing it up in the
no.
He was messing it up in the hairpin. Okay, so what we found out afterwards, after the first session, was that they did not that they did a half-ass seat job fitting. They had to do a quick one. They had to do a quick one. So had they done a full one, Mario would have been sitting up a little bit higher in the car. He was sitting a little too low. So what was happening was he couldn't see over the steering wheel. Like he could when in certain corners, like it's like some of the problems they have today with those fairings.
Yeah,
he couldn't see where the turning point. So at the at the hill, the corkscrew.
Yeah.
He was missing the turning point.
Yeah.
Because you could tell he was missing the turning point. Yeah. The rest of the way around the track, he wasn't missing the turning points.
Well, you could see at some points he was turning in earlier too. But regardless.
At the corkscrew, he was way too late, and he was like throwing him off. But the rest of the way around the track, he was absolutely flying.
Because especially on the front straight.
Well, the best part was
he's flooring it, hitting the gears at the right time, and on the downshift, hitting him at the right times.
Which was amazing. And he was coming out of the corkscrew, so once he got back up to speed, coming through the corkscrew and down through the rainy S's, he was fine. And then he gets to the hairpin at the turn 9. He was doing the classic IndyCar thing where he put it out to the right side of the track and then just stomped on the gas and broke the rear end.
Yeah.
And I'm going, he's 82 and he's hanging it out. I mean, I'm like going...
Well,
I'd be like in the wall.
The best thing I thought was once they were all done. I think it was it Robin Miller or
no, Robin Miller.
No, not Robin.
From Beyond. Marshall Pruitt.
Yeah, he did an interview with Mario.
Yeah, it was
afterwards.
awesome. He kind of video documented that thing. It was crazy.
And Mario's answers isn't I appreciate it. It was great. It was just like I'm a driver giving you feedback, like in his prime.
Yeah,
like that's what he's. That's the way
he was just like
about
and it was like, look, this was I had some problems with this. It wasn't any BS, It's like, yep, it was sort of on me, sort of on the team, in terms of like the driver fit in the car. Hoping it he went out back again on Sunday and did some laps. Don't know if they got anywhere now. He's supposed to turn laps this weekend at COTA on both Saturday and Sunday. So
New track record.
it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that he's 82 years old and he's out there slinging it. Mm-hmm. I mean, one of the best ones I saw was Colton Herter, like Marshall Pruitt put something out, and then Colton Herter goes, "That's insane," or something like that's awesome, and I'm going, he gets it. Yeah. I mean, it was awesome though. I mean, I didn't see anything from like Marco probably was like laughing, like not like laughing, but he was probably just going, "This is cool." I mean, it was cool. I mean, it was. I thought it was awesome seeing him do that. So.
Hell yeah.
Huh?
Hell yeah. No, I really liked seeing it. And then seeing even Paddle Award driving that the Senna car.
Yeah, it was cool.
I mean, just seeing that go around the track is, I mean, he must have been just in dreamland too, just driving it.
Yeah, and like Tanner Faust was like, I saw one of his Instagram posts. So this happened.
Yeah, right. Like just dropped it.
Just that I don't know. It's just cool to see that, and it was cool to see, somebody with Mario's pedigree getting in the car. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are still out there that are from that era, and from the Mansell era, and Nigel gets in behind the car every once in a while, stuff like that. Damon Hill and those guys, but it's somebody that's 82 years old, just gets in the car and he's just smiling the whole weekend. He's like the head cheese the whole weekend at Laguna. It was awesome, and it was cool. It was really cool. I went back and I actually found an old Speed Vision documentary on Mario that I watched, and it was really cool. It's actually narrated by Paul Newman. It was really cool. So that was fun. Had some great stuff with Mario and dirt cars in the 60s. Whoa.
That Panos that he drove
at
Le Mans.
Yeah, that thing was a gorilla.
Six-speed sequential.
6-speed sequential, but you had a... Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and that Panos had a Roush V8 in it or something.
Yeah, and a lawn power products.
Yeah,
which is...
It was a Roush.
6.0 liter V8.
Yeah.
And then it would be branded as Ford at times.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. But man, Jesus, what a career! And he still doubles like in the IndyCar. He does the ride along program. Yeah. Anyways, that was cool. So good stuff there. That was fun. That kind of made me feel good about racing.
Yeah.
Up until crap car.
Wait, we got some breaking news actually.
Uh-oh.
What's going on now?
Are you on the interwebs?
Yep. So 2311 is not appealing, and the driver that's filling in at Homestead, Miami, is going to be John Hunter Nemechek.
Ooh, okay,
all right,
good for him. Is Denny friends with the Nemecheks?
I mean, at this point, yeah. I mean, hey, can you lend us a hand or a driver?
No, I'm just curious. That's cool. Oh, good for him.
Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, it's going to be hard to appeal that, I think. Like, come on. I don't know. Like,
yeah, there's no way around it.
Right. Right.
Yeah, like, and then, we forgot about this little piece of breaking news. Spire Motorsports, Nate.
Oh! Yeah, right. Well, I mean, Ty Dillon lost his ride to Noah Gragson. How do you say it, Sean? Gregson, right?
Yes, I believe Gregson.
Yeah, Gregson. So Ty Dillon is now out of a ride until Spire Motorsports said, "Hey, join us with Corey LaJoie." So they signed both drivers for next year today. So that means Corey LaJoie will stay in the 7 car, and then in the 77 car will be Ty Dillon. Now, is this good for Ty Dillon? I mean, I think it's going to be more beneficial for Spire, if anything, because they're probably going to get like RCR engines at the end of the day, and they're just going to become a better team from it. So I think the team's going to be more beneficial from it versus Ty Dillon. I think Ty Dillon's going to be in a similar spot where he was at like Petty GMS, kind of mid-pack. Might have some like crazy runs like right at the super speedways or Atlanta where like Corey LaJoie almost won at Atlanta.
Yeah. So that's good stuff there.
Who knows? They might make the playoffs next year, right? If they win a race. So.
And then we'll have to get we'll get to the cost cap at some point. The breach.
So the only
I know.
The only thing
on wings, right?
The only thing I did hear is, which I think is probably an interesting point, is they haven't said the amount that they've gone over. Right. They've only said it's a minor breach, so that's up to the 5 or 7 million pounds, right? So it could be as high as that, or it could be as low as like just a couple grand. So that's now I think with the amount with the way that they've been appealing this, not appealing, the way that they have come out with the statements that they have, and they haven't really gone forward with anything. I think it's probably somewhere like up there as a substantial amount. It's at least got to be 1 million in my opinion. Yeah, but
for it to be a severe penalty.
I think that's just an important thing to point out, that it's not the top line of that. It could be lower.
And for the folks that like have the opportunity to listen to some of the F1 podcasts, I mean, one of the other things that's out there is like people are talking about like it's Adrian Newey's salary is like the whole point, is like part of the problem. I'm going, here we go. I mean, this is like whatever. I mean, whatever. At the end of the day, this is what this is all about. Red Bull needs to get some. They need to get in a new accounting firm and get a little more creative, because I'm going to guarantee you that many of these teams went over the cap, and they just
Aston Martin too.
Huh?
Yeah.
Apparently that's dropped.
What?
Apparently, I saw that Aston Martin was a filing issue.
There was
or paperwork issue.
No, Williams was.
I saw something about Aston Martin as well.
All of these teams. I just don't think. I just think I just don't. Whoever. Like, I'll be honest with you. Are you telling me that Toto was playing? He's the biggest.
No, say it, Sean.
He's the biggest Bernie Madoff going in Formula One right now. Like he's the second coming of Flav. Really, he is, and he hangs out with him. That's even more troubling.
There is no way that, and it's not. Look, I'm not saying cheating is the way you go about winning races, but in the words of motorsports, you optimize the rules to your advantage, and you do that and you really push the limits. NASCAR gets caught for cheating 24/7 because of how small their box is. Their rules box is.
Yeah.
F1, it's a little bit more forgiving.
Yeah. Case in point was early in the season. Bad Brad's team put some tape on the car.
Stop it.
Yeah, but the point is, like, you can't tell me that these engineers at F1 teams aren't pushing the rules to the limits and going to be flirting.
You can't tell me that in the back room that there's not financial shenanigans going on. I mean, it's all over the place. I mean, they're like half the problem with these teams is they got some of these teams got outsmarted this year. Mm-hmm. Simple as that. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Newey is that guy is. Without a doubt.
He's the genius.
He's the genius. Yeah. Okay? Back in the day, it was Gordon Murray. Mm-hmm. It was John Barnard. I mean, there was lots of these guys. Colin Chapman. Mm-hmm. I mean, Frank Williams, Patrick Head. I mean, Jesus. Yeah. God, these guys were amazing. And it's just because some guy is just,
better at their job
than somebody else. Than a bunch of guys from the University of Stuttgart in Germany. Or what's the one?
It's Stuttgart.
What's the Austrian guys too? The crazy SAE team. Those guys are amazing too. Was it Stuttgart or something?
No. Stuttgart was the German one.
Yeah. I mean,
two Graz.
Two Graz, right? It's like just because they got outsmarted by this older gentleman from England, who walks around with a notebook, looks like your bumbling uncle. I mean, the guy's amazing. So I mean, it's just a can of sour milk, and it's just like enough.
It's the old school versus the new school, but the thing is, like, the way his mind works,
right?
You can't You can't see that in a computer program.
And the whole thing with Toto is it's like for like X number of years, like they're all dominating, and everyone knows how much they're spending, up the wazoo, and no one's complaining, but the racing's boring as hell. Yeah. And then this year you got to do this, and this, and now the only way they can think around it is, oh well, they definitely are doing something wrong. And how is it that Toto knew what was going on?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's even more. And I've had it with him. I've had it like.
Anyways, what about George Russell?
Yeah, I'm just
his career will be over shortly.
I'm not I can't go on any more rants about that. I just can't. I promised myself
I'm
I was
there too.
I just was like every week it's like I'm on a George Russell rant on this thing. Anyways, and then now I got Zach Brown. I like Zach. And it's just like Zach.
Ever since,
but this is where he's coming from. Cheating is cheating.
I get it.
No, I get it. But that's the thing. It's like, well,
you know what? What he looks like? He's like the sixth grader that when there's a fight, he like sees the fight and he starts yelling, "Fight! Fight! Fight!"
Right.
It's like,
yeah, right.
they're
fighting.
Yeah, they're fighting. And it's like, I saw him do that. He did it first. And it's just like, Zach.
I will say since the whole Piastri scenario at the start of the season, my likeness of and Plo. My likeness of Zach has kind of gotten down. I mean, he's definitely also gone into like a quiet period too.
When he came in, and he was kind of thoughtful and stuff.
Right.
It was kind of nice and refreshing.
Yeah.
Then we got into the we got to sign 9,000 drivers, and we're signing guys off contracts that don't have contracts.
Yeah.
And it's like I just whatever. I'm just I like Zach. I mean, I like his passion for the sport. Right, I love that. He comes out, but I saw that today, and I'm just like enough.
Yeah.
Enough. I mean, Steiner's probably going, oh, Jesus, I was over at Red Bull eating their food, too, I was in catering. Him and Gene probably went over there. Him and Gene went over for some food one day,
I mean, can Red Bull pour some of their expenditures into AlphaTauri?
Well, no. Well, hang on. The only way for Haas has overspent
that could be going on. Trust me. I get it.
Just throwing something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you could definitely kind of skim it all, and you can play games with it as much as you want. I mean, trust me. If Mercedes was winning, they'd be the ones complaining that they're under financial breach or whatever. So I don't know. I'm just
look. Here's the thing. With Haas, the only way they would be maybe overspending is from Mick crashing all their cars.
Right.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's. But anyways.
But that's the thing I don't get about Aston Martin. You overspend for what? To make a shit car? How?
Yeah.
They
replicated the Red Bull. Apparently.
So how is it they have a Mercedes engine
and then they had that. Then they had their innovative rear wing.
8.
What's that done?
I like the idea of the wing, but
it's fine. But it hasn't done
the performance of it. Well, yeah. Or the performance of it could be masked by just how crap the rest of the car is too. Like that. That's the thing. Like every team might have something.
Look, every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut, or Williams gets a point. Yeah. And every once in a while, the Williams is quick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's potential in that car. It's just...
Right.
But...
Some things, too, it might just be the drivers.
Could be. But, anyways, I really think... that's... we'll have to have a good conversation about that. My feeling on it is, okay, they went over, fine them. Okay? You fine them, and then go... If you went over by $7 million, you have your budget for next year is minus $7 million.
Yes,
that's simple as that.
Yes, that's how you fix it.
That's how you fix it.
These rules are a work in progress,
right? But I'm just saying
and you shouldn't. No one should hold that these rules are like Bible either, because if you're really trying to like iron out a problem and find the best solution, you should be.
And trust me, the first year is the year that everyone's going to try some shenanigans with the books. So if they went over and fine, and they weren't as good as hiding the money as everyone else is, that's fine, because I'm going to tell you everyone else was hiding the money, at least on the top teams. So, and at the end of the day, you know what? Here's the thing. You went over this. If you're going to get $20 million from the FIA payout or whatever it is during the season, you take that money out of that. And you know what? That money goes to fund the W Series.
Imagine that. Maybe 3 races could have just happened.
Yeah,
wow.
look at that. I mean, but, that's, well, you put it into the penalty fund. That's all it is, But, for people who go, oh, well, it's going to invalidate. No. It doesn't, it's not going to, whatever.
Well, Sean, then who lands on free parking?
Yeah, I know. But you know what? They're going to find out. They're going to find out that the overspend was in some obscure area at Red Bull that had nothing to do with performance. It was probably they bought $12 million worth of, Canuba car wax or something. It's going to be something silly like that.
Right. Or food wings, not front wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a meme on I think it was Twitter.
Yeah, they had 3 big days at Shake Shack. They all went. So I don't know. I'm just whatever.
Well, we'll wait and see what they got on it.
Well, the Bank of Ferrari, we'll see what goes on there. Oof. Anyways,
speaking of F1 and America,
Coda,
second Grand Prix of the U.S.
Danny Rick's last rodeo in America. It's a
That's
shame.
for now.
It's a shame he won't be in Vegas next year. He was the one that floated that idea.
Actually, yeah.
So
that is it. Well, I
did
see,
he's trying to be Mr. America.
I did see a quote from Gunther that said they are all for having Ricciardo drive for them, but they're not going to go out and get him because they probably know that he's out of his budget.
Right.
So if
he wants to take a pay cut,
if he wants to come there, he's more than welcome to.
Well, I mean, he's getting paid. If I'm him, I'll take the pay cut because I'm still getting paid my McLaren salary. So, I mean, what's he out?
Right.
So, I mean,
McLaren
I think everyone on this podcast, we all want to see Danny Rick in. So, I'd like to see him. I like him. He's a great personality. He's definitely something that the sports needs. Mm-hmm. In terms of just kind of a crazy little guy. Crazy little guy in the paddock.
Yeah.
Well, crazy little guy would be Yuki.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. Every once in a while I go, I don't know if I'm tired of him yet, but he makes me laugh.
Yeah. Well, it's who are you going to replace him with?
Who? Yuki?
Yeah.
Well, now that they're with Honda again, his run might not be over.
No. Right. I'm just saying, if he did leave the grid, who would you replace him with?
I don't know. But so in this weekend we have Logan Sargent.
Yes.
And
doing FP1.
We have Alex. Is Alex Palou here or is he in Mexico?
No.
Mexico.
No, Pat.
No. Pato's in Abu. Does that make any sense?
Palou is at the U.S. Pato is at Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, but why is he not doing Mexico?
I know. Or Coda. I would have put. I
mean, first off, Pato's family lives in Texas.
Right.
They're originally from Mexico.
Yeah. I know. I would have put Pato in either the U.S. or Mexico Grand Prix. One of those
Abu
two.
Dhabi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Palou's Spanish? Yeah, Palou's Spanish.
Palou's Spanish. Well, I mean, it's fine. You want to put Palou here. I mean, he's known in the States.
No, that's right.
That's fine. Either one.
Fine,
I would put Pato in Mexico.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus, what a PR coup that is.
I don't get it.
I don't either. And I don't get IndyCar not going to Mexico. So that's another thing. So.
Oh no.
So, anyways, so that's yeah. So anyone else? Oh, when's Schwartzman getting his run?
I don't know.
But he's going to be getting it. That's odd for Ferrari to be doing that. And then we're still waiting on what Haas is going to do from the driver front. So.
Well, they're supposed to have a news conference with Mick.
I think they're going to announce In and Out as their sponsor. That'd be nice.
That would be good.
I'd like that.
All right. Well, guess who's commentating on F1 TV this weekend and for a couple other races?
The mayor of Hinchtown.
Oh
yes.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Is he's gonna be an F1.
F1 TV.
With
F1 TV.
what is he doing? Is he in the play-by-play? Or is he like?
I don't know.
Is he like
Maybe
doing?
Buxton put something out.
I saw Buxton put out that he was going to be part of the team. I don't know.
Yeah, but
where
is he
that
going to be?
involves.
Is he going to do the?
or if,
like
he's going to be, or if he's going to be on the ground.
I kind of miss it when they have. I like Pietro Fittipaldi after the race. He's always fun.
He is.
Really? Oh, that'd be nice if he was in the box.
It would be. Yeah.
This is touchy. Is Danica back this weekend?
I hope the celebrity fanfare is kept to a bare minimum.
No. But is she on the Sky broadcast?
Probably.
Okay.
Megan Thee Stallion just pissed me off.
No. I'm not. I'm just talking. Is Danica going to be back on?
I don't know.
Okay.
But
I just have to get myself kind of.
They need to
Drop the celebrities.
keep people out of the pit, out of there that shouldn't be there.
Shaq is okay.
Shaq's all right.
Like
He shows
Shaq.
up in that oversized Cadillac.
There's some people.
And
If you,
he's not on the top step podium and still taller than Lewis Hamilton when he was
they
on.
should.
Yeah.
I don't know. In my opinion, they should at least screen them for basic knowledge.
Yeah.
It's
not that. I just sometimes Danica's on, sometimes she's not.
Right.
It's just there's some races she's really good, and then there's other races where it's just like, wow, all right. Did you bring something to the table today?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm being honest.
No, but this is.
I'll be honest with you. Last week in the race in freaking
Miami.
Suzuka,
Oh.
I'm still trying to figure out what Johnny Herbert brought to the table. Like it was like you brought your favorite stepbrother to the party.
I know, yeah.
I mean, that's what it was like.
I mean, he's on and off on.
He's
no. I mean,
just,
whether they have him on or
I know
don't,
because I like when they have like Jensen and Karun.
Yeah,
and there's some energy there. The rest is good because Paul always takes kind of a contrarian view, so it's kind of nice, and that so that's good. And I like Brundle.
Yeah,
I just can't do it. Lights out and away we go. But that's because it's pro whatever.
It could be worse. It could be Lee Diffie saying, "All right, well, let's go."
Oh yeah,
that's just green.
Right.
Yeah, you'd almost be better off with the Mario Kart 3-2-1.
Yeah. But the Hinch is going to be on.
Yeah,
that's amazing. I like Hinch. Hinch is good.
I do. Yeah,
he was really good.
I like Hinch too.
He
actually, because then
he was really. He was really good. He was really good at the Petit Le Mans. He was very good.
Yeah,
very good.
But then that also means that next.
You sure that wasn't Paul Tracy in that picture and not?
Yes. No, it wasn't.
Yes,
that would have been awesome. If it was Paul Tracy.
No. He had the mustache.
No, but they should if they're going to go that route. They should also. I would even try to get Parker Kligerman.
Parker Kligerman,
he's pretty good. Too.
Yeah, all right. He is Mr. Underrated. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes.
And honestly, he's one driver I would have kind of liked to see in like Indy Lights and see what he could have done.
He ran Spec Mazda this year. He ran a Mazda race, Cup race at Road Atlanta.
No
at Road America.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What?
NBC Sports. He did a whole.
Was he on the podium?
Yeah. He did an NBC Sports thing on it. No, they had. I don't know. He finished like. I don't know. He did really well.
He did. I think he was.
He drove it. Oh no, that's right. He drove the truck and won in Mid Ohio.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome. He won 50 grand. He won a 50
cool.
grand prize. Yeah. No, Parker Kligerman's good. Yeah, Parker Kligerman good.
Yeah.
F1. He'd be fun. Hinch though. That's awesome.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That's cool. I was hoping hopefully they'll put him in the booth.
I hope so too.
That'd be nice.
My fear is he's going to be on the ground, and they're just going to barely.
It's like
going to
be the post-wrap show.
But they said he's going to be on. I don't know if it's for all the remaining races, but I think it's for most of the races.
Really?
But yeah. This isn't a one-time thing. He's going to be going to be doing a couple of them. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Townsend Bell must be pissed.
Oh my god. I love Townsend Bell and Paul Tracy commentary.
I like Townsend. He's good.
Actually, let me just check this. All right, what's your guys' top 3 predictions?
Top 3.
I got.
Sean.
I'm going Max, Lewis, Ricardo, and then my dark horse is Ocon.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go
What are you
Max.
smoking? All right,
I'm
I'll
gonna
just
go
say it.
Max. I'm gonna go Carlos, and then I'm gonna go Fred.
All right, and your dark horse.
My dark horse, Sebastian.
Okay. Nate.
You made me fall off my chair with your picks.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way: the season's over. It doesn't matter.
Well,
What do you want?
Yeah, but okay. Lewis, I can maybe understand because he won the first one in
Checo.
2012.
Checo's going for a sweep of the Americas.
And Daniel Ricciardo over Lando Norris. I don't. Wait, what?
It's Texas. It's Texas.
I'm going for.
Danny
I'm going
Rick,
for.
man, this is
Hey, maybe
Oh my
Lando
God.
takes out both Ferraris.
maybe.
No.
I mean, this is Texas, man. This is like Danny Rick close to Australia.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You know what? Here it comes.
Here you going, Stroll, Latifi, show.
That's horrible.
Alex Albon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're gonna make fun of
Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
my Monza pick. All right.
You almost killed the guy.
No. I mean, come on. It has to be like Max winning. Then Sergio Perez was second. It's going to be a Red Bull 1-2.
Okay.
They're just going to walk away with it.
And third.
And I think you're just going to see Charles Leclerc.
Okay.
And then the dark horse. Fred. No, JK. Lando actually.
Okay.
Lando
that.
could
I
actually
like
end up
that.
on the podium.
All right,
there.
That's
Because
good.
I'll tell you what. No. Here it is. Because remember in 2020 where Lando was doing the.
Hey, you don't have to justify it. You just all you gotta do is just go. You just go with the pick.
I don't understand the Daniel Ricciardo podium though.
It doesn't matter because
It's Texas. It's
ass.
Texas.
Like,
we've all
what?
picked.
What if it rains?
Look, it's not gonna rain. I just checked the
Oh,
weather.
damn it.
It's gonna rain Monday and
Rain in
Tuesday. So,
Texas. It's dry as hell.
but let's put it this way: we've all just picked Max to win. He's not winning. That's a kiss of death.
I know. We
I think
screwed.
I think this is going to be the one he wants to just put the
Nail
he
in
wants
the
to
coffin.
he wants to put the bow tie on everything. And then when we go to Mexico,
Oh, Sergio.
it's all
Sergio has to
Sergio.
win.
It's all Sergio all the time.
Yeah, it's gonna be Sergio's Fiesta. So.
Max, this is James. You need to pull over.
Oh no, the engine's let go.
Oh no.
Yeah, shoot.
Well, because actually, I think if Red Bull wins at Coda, they wrap up the
Oh,
constructors
so
title,
yeah. See,
I
this
think.
is they're going.
there you go.
If they have any
1-2.
chance to do that, they're going to do it.
Actually,
They're not going to horse around.
Nate.
with it.
If your Red Bull 1-2 comes to fruition, then Checo will be winning Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If everything,
1,000%.
yeah.
Monaco and home race, that's a dream.
Yeah.
That's a dream season.
That's dream season. Yep.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun.
Jeez, man. Yeah.
It'll be fun. So, and we got Mario and Showtime. We got Mario.
Well, you know what
some lap days. So that'll be fun.
I gotta tell you, I'm excited to see some of the helmets that might happen. I think Daniel Ricciardo will have a cool looking helmet for Texas.
Yeah, that could be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know. I like looking at the helmets. I know Kimi Räikkönen could care less, but
Kimmy's helmets are awesome.
Yeah.
I'm staring at my miniature
he-
replica right now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
yeah.
All right.
But
So, on that bombshell, as they say on Top Gear.
OG Top Gear, not
OG,
just Top
yep.
Gear.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, so I think we did good. We, didn't get our blood pressure up on Bubba. So, and that whole incident. So,
And George.
and yeah, I stayed away from George. I'm staying away from George this weekend. So, unless he does something.
Hopefully his race becomes irrelevant. That's
Yeah,
kind
right.
of the goal.
I'm just, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to tune in, and they're going to cut to him, and he's going to say, "That's a dangerous pass, man."
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
here we go.
and this is not the William Byron episode.
Right. This is not the William Byron episode. This was the Zhou Guan Yu and Jeff Gordon episode. So, anyways, on that note,
Yeah.
appreciate everyone tuning in. hopefully everyone gets to watch some F1 action this weekend.
Oh,
whack.
yes, 8 hours of Bahrain.
That's right.
Finale
this weekend.
Yep.
Oh, end of the season for WEC.
So that'll be awesome. That'll cover.
Between the hypercar class, it's Alpine and Toyota.
Well, that makes it
a winner take all.
That makes it a full morning.
Yeah, it does.
Is it Saturday night or is it Sunday night? Oh, what night did they? There's what day is it that they? It's
definitely a Sunday race.
Because it can't. It's a religious holiday, or so there's something in terms of the time frame of that. Yeah. So, anyways, hopefully it'll be Sunday morning going in. Oh, that'd be great if they have that going into the F1 race, and then I can. Oh, I don't have to worry about the Patriots because they're Monday night.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hey,
so that's good. Right. All right. Well,
you got to figure out how to put the NASCAR race.
Oh, what time is the 24 hours of Miami start?
I think it's during the day.
Did you get that, Nate? The 24 hours of Miami?
Yeah.
Because every time they race there, it goes it's midnight when it's over.
Well, I mean, if we're... Oh, it's at 2:30.
Oh, no, we talked about this. This is stupid. They're clashing. The F1 race and the NASCAR race are clashing.
That's really dumb.
Yeah.
The F1 race and NASCAR?
Saturday night race. Yeah.
And the F1 race is on ESPN2.
Yeah. No. It'll ABC. Probably be on ABC.
ABC. Wait, yes, it's going to be on ABC. Because Miami race
because ABC doesn't do football.
Miami was on the Miami race was on ABC.
Yes, but ABC doesn't do football, right?
We get to see this.
You're not answering my question. ABC doesn't do football, right? NFL.
Well, it's ESPN ABC does Monday Night Football.
Monday, but they're not Sunday. No. Okay, so that avoids that clash.
Yeah. So there's a strong possibility that NASCAR will finish beyond Formula One this weekend.
Hopefully.
Okay. That's called the Drive to Survive effect.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
All right, everybody.
Else?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nate.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.
Good night.
Thank you guys for listening to the Red Mist Podcast, hosted by Christian Abbott, Sean Abbott, and Nathan Lavin. It's produced by Christian Abbott, and music is by Alex Wart and Harrison Tate.